Hey there, welcome back to the New Normal with Natasha. And normally during this time, the Cannes Film Festival will be happening over in France. And there'll be one photographer who always gets that shot that is seen all around the world. His name is George Pimentel, and the celebrities call him by name. But now, during his time in the COVID-19, he's using his time and his talents to give back to the community. George, it's so great to see you. Normally, I see you on a red carpet or you're standing next to some big-time Hollywood celebrity taking their picture, but now you've been quarantined all these months, so how has life been for you?
I should be at the Cannes Film Festival right now.
Mhm.
At this time, I'm probably shooting a photo call with like 300 photographers, crammed, non-social distance whatsoever, screaming, maybe spitting. So right now, I think I'm in a really good, safe place.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think about those times on the red carpet and you always getting that shot that everybody watches all around the world. And I'm wondering, how do you think life is going to change once we press that reset button? Is there going to be red carpets again? Are you going to be able to go and get that close up to somebody and take their picture?
I think eventually, everything's going to come back and, slowly. And only the government would really knows. I mean, I'm hearing things that they're going to try to condense, like less press, maybe. I mean, they're trying to do a lot of things online.
So, a lot of us have tried to be creative with our quarantine time, and you've been doing something where you've been capturing images and photos of people during quarantine. Can you tell me about the project?
Well, I'll tell you something. I mean, it started honestly. Again, everything is all about phases. It started with knowing that back my grandparents' relatives passed away in the Spanish flu. That's just where it all triggered. So I started doing research, photos from the 1918 Spanish flu, and I was blown away as a photographer. Vintage photos. What better way of looking at photos? A picture says 1,000 words. So I started really thinking this is very important to document. And I started photographing my family, but at the time we were all quarantined. So I went to go visit my father and I took a photo of him. And, it was very emotional. Like, this was back in April, it came out. I started documenting. I thought we should definitely, as a whole nation, document COVID and bring it all together. And so I've developed this project called Canada COVID Portrait. And everyone has been submitting. It's incredible, all the photos. We are learning. You don't have to be a professional. You can do it with a cell phone. You can be a grandmother. You could be anything, as long as you have vision and you have perspective and you want to communicate what you're going through.
Okay, and so eventually, when can people start to see it? Is it going to become an exhibit that we can go and attend?
This is right now, thousands of photos a day are coming into the hashtag Canada COVID Portrait. And, we're going to do a massive exhibit. The content that's already coming in is mind-boggling.
And so what are you seeing? What are some images that you're seeing that have kind of totally taken your breath away?
Well, just on my take is I'm just learning how people are adapting. I'm documenting how people are adapting to things. And that's what's fascinating about it, is that you see a lot of weird things. You see people, families coming together. But at the same time, we can't forget about our frontliners and essential workers. So I thought it's important to recognize them as well. So there's a lot of characters with masks and you just see them like they're just trying to like save lives. It's an incredible, incredible thing.
So when you do get back on a red carpet, what are you going to do differently?
I don't know. That's so strange. I don't think I'll be able to like scream, or I don't know if I'm going to have like a bubble around me or a plastic thing and tie it my face. Like, I don't know, but that's what the Spanish flu photos were. Like, you see people all decked out on the streets, but they still have their masks, and it just became a norm. Like, who knows?
Who knows? Well, hopefully we're going to get back to normal soon. We're going to have a vaccine and I can come up on a red carpet and give you a big hug.
Yes.
Yeah. So if your picture says 1,000 words, send it to Canada COVID Portrait, and maybe George will feature you in his exhibit coming up later this fall. That's it for the New Normal. We'll see you next time.